Yes guys, what's up? A very good morning and welcome to a new daily market outlook for the major dollar pairs this week. Of course, euro dollar is what we're going to be discussing first, but that is after the dollar index. So the dollar index overall here from a daily perspective, clear push in towards the highs, guys, and we are now retracing in towards the downside. Overall, the dollar index still has potential to move down lower. If we look previously at the entire swing in towards the highs and look at the premium versus discount, so we can clearly see 50% mark is still untouched and there is still room for the dollar index to move lower in towards the downside. However, as we can see, pretty rangy price action. So let's dive in towards the 4 hour and see what structure is doing over there. So from a 4 hour perspective, of course, guys, we have this bearish swing structure, with this being your swing high, this being your swing low, pull back in towards the highs, but internal bullish structure is now in control. So push up, pull back, push up, and now a pullback is happening, of course, in towards this sub for the buy candle, which took out this area of supply. And now what we could potentially start seeing is one more bullish reaction from this area of demand, push up, then kind of this 1, 2, 3 formation with the ascending channel happening, third touch, and then of course that potential sell-off in towards the downside. But just to be sure, we could potentially spike up even higher into either this area of supply or this extreme area of supply and fill up that gap over here at the top. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for on the dollar index. For now, I mean, yeah, the bullish order flow is in control. So let's just trade with the bullish order flow until this low is broken. We are still looking for short-term further upside. Let's say we see further upside for now, break this high, then this becomes your low over here. Then it will be easier to short at above this supply zone. Otherwise, let's say we just start crashing today and we push down lower in towards this demand zone over here, for example, and we close below this low, then of course we will be looking for further downside on the dollar index, meaning further upside on the major dollar pairs, because your dollar will then become stronger, of course. So that's pretty much dollar index. Yeah, let's just see how we react here. And if we do react, we could push up higher, then look for these supply zones. If we do not react and we break and close below this low, then we look for further downside on the short term. So moving on in towards EURUSD. So EURUSD is very choppy. Looking at the daily time frame real quick, we can say, of course, that the daily overall has an internal bullish structure over here. Also, the fractal structure is bullish. We have this fresh area of daily demand down below over here. Pretty much, if we just draw it from wick to wick, this entire sell for the buy, then of course that's the main reason why we're stalling. However, preferably we would want to move and see price move in towards this extreme area of demand. But yeah, I mean, again, daily looking pretty choppy, but overall there's also no real significant area of supply here that's going to be pushing price down. So overall, you're just skipping out on the daily and mainly focusing on the 4 hour. So from a 4 hour perspective, we can clearly see, again, very choppy price action over here inside this range. Price is starting to push in towards this area of supply, similar to the dollar index. Let's just wait and see what happens when we get in towards there, see if the 15-minute remains bearish, and then look for those potential sells in towards this area of demand and the overall 50% mark of the range. However, keep in mind, the 4 hour swing structure is of course still bullish from this low to this high, but the fractal structure, the internal structure, are looking like they want to head down, or at least the order flow looks like price wants to push further down. So I'll keep that in mind. I'll just I'll have a look how price reacts to this area of supply. If we get in there, we see clear 15-minute change of character, and price wants to push down, then we just short in towards here. Let's say we close above here on the 4 hour time frame, and also on the 15-minute time frame above this high, then I will be looking to target this 4 hour area of supply and daily supply and look for that bullish change of character, or bullish break of structure, here on the 4 hour time frame. Going in towards the 15. So overall, the 15-minute time frame is still bearish from this high up above over here in towards this low over here. So that's your 15-minute bearish structure. What I'm waiting for at the moment is a tap in towards this area of supply, or of course we are already in supply. So let's say now at this moment we see a change of character again, then you can look for those potential shorts incoming. But yeah, let's see what happens. It's it's looking good. I mean, we're pushing up higher. Let's see how we react to this area of supply over here. or again this area of supply, look for the change of character, push down again aggressively, and then look for the further shorts. But if we don't see any bearish momentum at all coming towards the market, just wait, of course, for us to close above this high and see that 4-hour BOS occur in the near future. Moving on in towards AUDUSD. So AUDUSD over here is seeing some bullish momentum, looking to trade this at least back up in towards this buy before the sell over here. So looking for the short-term buys on the 15-minute time frame. Looking at this from a 4-hour perspective, again, 4-hour is swing structure bullish. Inside daily demand over here, this sub for the buy, and inside 4-hour demand. So yeah, longs are looking good, at least back up in towards here. And of course, ultimately, you can see that there's liquidity building up above these highs. So let's see at least this high get taken. And of course, a push in towards here, for example, that would be nice. So let's see if we can get in on the 15-minute at current prices or near current prices and then trade it up higher once again. Overall here on the 15-minute time frame, it is pretty messy structure, very, very choppy and rangy. And what I was looking for, or at least what I was focusing on again, is a kind of like this internal structure. I mean, from a swing structure perspective, you could say that this was a swing low, but then again, this is not like really a significant swing pullback on the 15. So I'll just consider this all 15-minute internal structure. So push down, pull back, push down, pull back, push down, pull back, push down. Then we break this high over here. So this high gets broken over here, meaning that your internal structure is now bullish from this low in towards this high. Now we're looking to trade it up, for example, in towards the 15-minute premium and potentially hold it in line with the overall 4-hour structure. So you can either do that, or a different option is just focus and trade on the 4-hour change of characters. So what we can clearly see is that this is your change of character high over here. That means that this is now your demand over here on the 4-hour. So for example, wait for price to push in towards there and then trade it up higher in towards this supply zone. That is option 2. But yeah, let's see if we get that pullback. But yeah, those are the potential trades over here on Aussie dollar. Looking good for further upside on the short term. Not really seeing any short-term opportunities until we reach these higher prices over here on the 15. Moving on in towards GBPUSD. So pound dollar over here from a 4-hour perspective, pretty similar to Aussie dollar. Inside 4-hour demand, inside daily demand as well. Price overall still has room to move further in towards the upside. Of course, again, very similar to euro dollar, premium versus discount tool drawn in. And you can see that the 50% mark kind of aligns with this area of supply. So potential further upside still possible with the 4-hour being bullish. So we saw a bullish change of character this morning after tapping, of course, in towards daily and 4-hour demand. So now this over here is your sell before the buy. So focus on price getting back in towards there and then look for potential further upside and grabbing the liquidity above these equal highs over here. That is for me the game plan for this week on pound dollar. Going down in towards 15, you can also see kind of like the 15-minute structural change. So let's see if we get that pullback soon. But yeah, 15 minutes now inside this supply zone. So it is likely that we're going to see a pullback very, very soon. But again, 15-minute looking very messy, just like AUDUSD. So focusing on the 4-hour here and looking what kind of trade we can get once we tap back in towards this area of demand over here on GBPUSD. Now moving on in towards NZDUSD. So NZDUSD is moving like a lone wolf. Overall, very, very choppy price action since Thursday. Yeah, we broke through this area of daily demand. So it is looking like NZDUSD wants to move down lower. From a 15-minute perspective, it is still bearish looking. We can clearly see that we have this low over here. Then again, this is the high which broke this low, meaning that we're now bearish between this high and this low. Again, you can see it's just a range. It's like a barcode. Overall, we could grab all the highs, grab liquidity above it. But at the same time, we could also just react to this area of supply as well. What's going to happen, not really sure with Kiwi dollar over here. Looking at it from a 4-hour perspective, again, also no real clean fractal structure. All I know is that we still have this clean buy before the sell-off in towards the downside, which we can tap into. So potentially wait for price to reach there and then start looking for those shorts, because yeah, there's no real demand anymore here to really, let's say, cause that entire reversal for Kiwi dollar back up in towards the highs if it were to do so. So last of all, gold, of course, and gold, guys, it's reaching a very interesting level. Over here on the daily time frame, we can clearly see that we're nearly tapping in towards this sell for the buy. That is where I'm going to look for those buys on gold. Going in towards the 4-hour time frame, we can see, though, however, that bearish order flow is still in control. The buy before the sell, tap back in, and then again buy before the sell, and looking for it to tap back in before selling off in towards this area, this sell before the buy, and then we look to enter from there on, for example, a change of character. So that's what I'm going to be looking for on gold overall, because we can clearly see that for now, again, this buy before the sell, tap in, sell off. So yeah, for now, the bearish order flow is still in control. Look for, let's say, a push down from here, then get that change of character, and then just trade it back up in towards here. Then you set the trade to break even, and then either it's going to push down or it's going to push up. But that's pretty much what I'm going to be looking for on gold from this area of price. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a like and make sure to join the Discord server, link in the description down below. And I wish you all a fantastic day. Thanks, guys.